Hello, you all. This is your girl Tiffany, Madam Luscious Black Beauty, your poetic psychic Pisces, High Priestess, aka the light that shines like a diamond. Um, I am here tonight for another one of my videos. This is going to be a little bit different, guys. This just kind of took me by surprise. I actually was going to um, take a break today. I wasn't planning to really do a video on today, but since it is in the wee hours of the morning, this actually came to me like last night, and it was really weird how it happened. So, it started off with me having this vision just out of nowhere. I kid you not. Me and my daughter were just chilling. Um, I had just went out to let the car warm up because it like rained last night and it was like super cold today. So, when it gets colder, you gotta let your car warm up before you take off or whatever. So I was doing that, and we was sitting in the living room just chilling and watching some Christmas special on TV, um, and just kind of doing us. So we got ready to leave and go to the store and this, that, and the other. And I just had this vision, like all of a sudden. I kid you not, and it is really quite interesting because the first glimpse of the vision I got, it was like kind of funny to me. At least I thought, but the flood of information that came in after that, I'm like, oh my god, and it wasn't funny anymore. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing that with you all, and of course, I just had to kind of, I'm seeing more and more in the vision. Okay, and so I'm like, wow, where did this come from? Who is this? Like, what has happened? What do you want me to do, Spirit? And so we ended up leaving. I was just thinking about the vision, and I was studying different little things. Um, and we left the house, came back, and everything. And so then I sat down and, I drew some cards on the situation or what have you. And, it kind of got really wild. And I'm like, oh my goodness, wow, this is like way more serious than I thought it was. So I began to do a spirit reading. And then the information I got just took a total turn. Guys, I'm like, oh my gosh. And so, with the information I got, I was really kind of skeptical for various different reasons for even putting this out. But I'm led by spirit, okay? This came to me for some reason. And I got permission to talk about it. I asked my spirit guides, what am I supposed to do with this information? Did you bring this to me just for me to know? Um, did you want me to do a video on it? Am I supposed to say something about it? Or what? Because um, somebody, because I'm a target, I get listened to and watched a lot, predominantly by individuals in power in secret, okay? Somebody is going to know who and what I'm talking about, okay? And I really don't want to cause this individual any danger or harm because um, things could, go awry or get crazy for that person. I just really don't know. And so really and truly, I'm not worried about anything else. I'm not worried about saying anything. I'm not worried about what anybody else thinks. I just don't want this person to wind up being hurt in some type of way, because of this information being known, okay? But only those, at the same time, only those in the know would even know whom this individual is, okay? Um, So that's what we're going to be doing tonight, okay? This is going to be a little bit of a different reading. It is very, very in depth. It is for specific individuals. And I'm going to be sharing this with you all on tonight, guys, okay? So that was the brief intro, okay? And we're going to get right into it because it's a lot of information. Okay, so just a minute, guys, and we're going to get started. Okay, guys, so I have like my missing mysteries, my murder mysteries, and like so many other videos that I entitle certain things, depending on what I'm doing a video about. So this was so random and came out of the blue that I think I'm going to entitle this Vision Mysteries, okay? So let me just sage a little, cleanse out the energy, honey. And we're going to get into it, okay? So let me just start off with the vision, okay? So this randomly kind of happened. Like I said, we were just chilling. We weren't really doing anything. I wasn't thinking about anything in particular. And I seen this woman who was either light-skinned or white. Um, I just knew, I know more now, but I just knew that I seen someone who was a lighter complexion and she was in a wedding dress. So I see this lighter complexion woman in a wedding dress, okay? And it was so weird because then I see this huge mansion and just like lavish decorations and things like this for a wedding, okay? So, and then I all of a sudden, um, see like invitations or something going out to people, and I'm thinking awesome. I all of a sudden I was like, okay, this person has sent out invitations to people that she's estranged from, and she kind of want to show off her new lifestyle in this wedding and everything. And it was so weird because then the vision, I seen the girl that was in the wedding dress like snorting lines of coke, guys, okay? Like big lines of coke. I'm not talking about like a one in one and no bumps or nothing. Lines, okay? And I'm like, damn. So this is why I thought it was funny at first, because my immediate reaction is I kind of snapped out of the vision for a minute, and I'm like, who the hell wife is this? Because she can hide and go to brown. And then I got this overwhelming feeling, like Spirit said, they kick it like this all the time. But from the moment that I thought that, I see her sitting at some type of vanity or something while she's snorting these lines. I see somebody that's putting this like a tiara type of thing, like veil, something type of thing on her head or in her hair or something. You know how brides have all different kinds of get-ups for their wedding and things. And then all of a sudden, I see this person come into the door and catch her getting high, okay? And so automatically I'm thinking, I'm like, whoever this chick is, I felt like immediately she married into money or whatever. And I said, I felt like she was estranged from her family and friends for some reason. I just felt like she was estranged. And so when I seen the invitations went out, I'm like, this is crazy. I'm like, this woman is married into, you know, wealth or something like that. Her husband is really wealthy. She's married in some money, okay? And she has been estranged or distanced from her family, friends that she knew, this type of thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she's sending these invitations out to them, because I literally see like people getting invitations and getting on flights and things. So I'm thinking she sent out these invitations to her estranged family and friends for them to come to this wedding, and then when they get there, somebody in her family member, one of her family members, go to look for her and walk into her getting high and didn't know that she got high. But I found out, like, all of that was accurate except for the people who was there. Like, this person is estranged from their family, no doubt. Um, and you know, just everybody for another reason, y'all. So that was the vision. Okay, that's what I seen. It's exactly what I felt at the time, and I ended up started laughing, and I just like, I'm like, who in the hell wife is this? Because she is going in. She can hide and cool the brown up in here. So so that was the vision, guys. Okay, and so we ended up leaving, going to the store and stuff, came back to the house, and it was still on my mind, like heavy. And there's different times I have visions. Okay, it just depends. Okay, if I it's certain things that happen when I get certain messages and certain visions from people whom are dead, and the dead is speaking to me. And then I have these other visions of you know, random events or things or whatever, but they come to me in different ways, especially if it's pertaining to people whom are still living and stuff like that. Usually I'm in water sometimes, doing something with water or in water, like taking a bath or something like that. When I get a lot of downloads and different things like that, unless I'm just in this type of meditative type of state and um, researching something or trying to get a reading on something like that or whatever. But this was like literally out the blue, wasn't thinking about anything. I really wasn't going to do a video today. Um, and so on and so forth. And we was just sitting, chilling, waiting to get ready to leave. And all of a sudden I seen this and I'm like, who the hell is this? And so I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to see clearly, you know, when visions come to you, it's like, it's really kind of different because it's a different way of seeing. You see things really vividly and clearly. Sometimes some things it just depends. It's kind of hard to explain, guys, okay? But so I thought it was funny because I'm like, this woman is getting married. She's like, everything is beautiful all around her. This is a mansion. She's in this beautiful dress. Like, it's the wedding day. And she in here getting high as a kite, okay? And then this person walks in on her, okay, getting high or something like that or whatever. And so that pretty much summed up the reading. Like I said, when I came back, it was still on my mind, like heavy. This wasn't just like some random brief vision type of thing. It just like stayed on my mind. It stuck there, and I thought about it the whole time while I was gone. Came back, it was still on my mind. So I pulled some cards on it, okay? So I have a whole reading about the things. And what came out in the cards, I'm like, oh no, this is no funny matter. Like, you know, it's some sinister things going on here, okay? And so from there I pulled some of my cards. Okay, I pulled tarot first and then I pulled some of my cards, and then the information I got there was like, wow, really? And so from there I did a spirit reading, and yeah, like I wasn't even ready, y'all, for the information that I got, and it just kind of left me baffled to the point I had to ask spirit. I'm like, what do you want me to do with this? Like, do you want me to say something? Do you want me to do a video on this? Like, what? Because I mean, from something, me seeing something, the vision, seeing something that was just kind of trippy, just like where it started at, to what I got out of it, like all the information is like, it's mind blowing, guys. Okay, so I hope you're ready, honey, because it's about to go down. Okay, so let me just start off with the tarot pertaining to this reading, guys. Okay, and then we're gonna get into the other messages. Okay, so let me just move this over here. Okay, so the first card I got was the Queen of Coins, okay? This is someone who is an earth sign. This is a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? As the Queen of Coins here, okay? So, my spirit guides let me know that this is the bride's energy here. We have the Nine of Cups here, okay? Um, Hopefully, you all can see that. We have the Nine of Cups here, okay? Then we have the Three of Cups, okay? Then we have the Nine of Swords, and then we have the Ten of Cups here, okay? So let me just tell you what I see here, okay? First of all, guys, okay, like I said, this the individual of the bride that I have here comes up as an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. She's looking directly at the rest of the messages here in this reading. So I know this is definitely coming through pertaining to this person. Okay, with the Nine of Cups, this often talks about a hope, a wish, a dream, that someone had. Okay, I really feel more so that you see this male here in this card here. I really feel like this was his hope, wish, or dream. Okay, um, for this to go down like this wedding to happen. Okay, we have the Three of Cups here. Okay, the Three of Cups talks about reunions, um gatherings, get-togethers. It can talk about third-party situations here. Okay, what I want to bring your attention to, if you all can see that card, let me turn this around some, guys, see if y'all can see it better. If you look here, you see how they have that pipe and they're smoking, they're getting high. um okay, is the energy that I'm getting from this. So these third party situations, these reunions, these gatherings happen quite often with them. Okay, um, is something that they do regularly, is what I feel like. Okay, but with the Nine of Swords here, somebody is in some mental conflicts, and I feel like it is this Queen of Coins here. Okay, we're talking about sleepless nights, anxiety, mental conflict, being taunted, um, really feeling anxious or having a sense of anxiety about a situation. And I'm like, okay, it's because of, the wedding or whatever. And then we have the Ten of Cups here, okay? So your Ten of Cups, it can talks about completions, endings, okay? It talks about family, gatherings, get together, celebrations, and things as well, okay? So we clearly know that that is what's going on here with this wedding that has went on. Like I told you, she was getting high, okay, and somebody walked in on this individual getting high, okay, but it's all for a reason. Okay, so I pulled clarifies to clarify the Queen of Coins. We have the Temperance card here. Okay, so this Temperance card, it can speak to someone's anger or rage. Okay, but trying to stay um, tempered, trying to stay resolved. Trying to keep from like losing it or popping off. Okay, in a um type of way of being. Okay, so with the Nine of Cups, I clarified it, and we have the Five of Wands here. Okay, so there is definitely some conflicts, some confusion, some competition amongst several different individuals here pertaining to this wedding. Okay, this coming together of this individual and the person that she's marrying. Okay, there's a lot of competition around, there's a lot of conflict, arguments, fighting, fussing, cussing, disagreements, and different things pertaining to what is happening here. Okay, to clarify the Three of Cups here, we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so, someone that's a part of this third party situation, I feel like the Queen of Coins here, okay, Someone who is diluting their pain, their misery, their sorrow, their anxiety, their mental conflicts with getting high here, being tired of being part of these third party situations, wants to move to calmer waters, okay, wants to leave, okay. But you see how this person looks like wants to leave or get away or something, but these wolves or whatever's around them, you even got this into this I don't know, this animal, this beast, this being or something over here in the shadows, surrounding this person. I don't feel like this person can get away, okay. I definitely feel like this person is miserable. This person is unhappy. This person is stuck in a situation, okay? Forcibly being a part of these Three of Cups situations, these third party situations here, okay? To clarify the Nine of Swords here, we have the devil, okay? This talks about being chained to the devil. This talks about addictions, habits, and this is why there's this stress, this depression, this mental conflict, this anxiety, these sleepless nights, being haunted, taunted. It's by demons, okay? It's due to being chained to the devil and demonic situations here, okay? And this is the reason why this person wants to get away, wants to find a way out, okay? But I mean, this situation is way deeper. um, to clarify the Ten of Cups here, we have the Ten of Swords, okay? So there was definitely some tens talks about endings and completions, okay? And we have two tens here, okay? There was some type of disloyalty or betrayal, okay, um, that took place within a family of individuals, okay. There was definitely some type, like I said, some type of disloyalty, okay, pertaining to the situation, that caused heartache, heartbreak, pain, um, anguish, misery, and so forth. But something definitely came to an end. Um, in this situation, okay? It can often speak to when you see two tens like this, something definitely came to an end, okay? Um, and there was definitely betrayal within this family, okay, with everything here that's going on. Okay, the interesting thing that the reason why this bothered me, okay, we have the Ace of Coins, okay, on the bottom of the deck. So we're talking about individuals who have large lump sums of money, okay. um the the situation that I had with this is, we have the Ace of Coins here, okay? So for someone, I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, this person is marrying. This is before I pulled other cards and did the spirit reading. I'm like, this person, is marrying into wealth, okay? But there's a lot of conflict and competition and very demonic, devilish things within this family. There's already, addictions and third party situations, being chained and tied to the devil here, a very confusion and conflicts within a family, betrayal, disloyalty, all kinds of things. Okay, so I'm feeling like somebody married into wealth for money. Okay, but I'm like, this is a total mistake. Okay, because somebody is going to end up being left heartbroken. Okay, with the Five of Cups here, this talks about sadness, misery, loss. Okay, and it's because of this Emperor here. Okay, this emperor is somebody who is very wealthy. This is the person who has the money, okay? This is the person who is in power, okay? Who is a authoritative type of figure, okay? And you see all these people here with the judgment card, okay? There was a judgment or decision or a order that was made, okay? All these people are judging the situation. You remember I told you that somebody walked in and caught this this individual, the bride, getting high, okay? And you see all these people, I feel like all these people were at this wedding, okay? Some type of judgment or decision or something was made pertaining to this situation. I feel like there was other things that was found out when they walked in. It wasn't just a drug use. It could have been the fact of something else, okay? But there's definitely secrets. There were secrets pertaining to this relationship, pertaining to the true identity of this person and what they were into and what they were about, okay? This talks about secret knowledge, secret information, okay? It could deal with the occult and different things, okay? Um, yeah, okay. Fast communication, information about this situation, okay? Somebody moving forth in a very fast paced speed here with this growth and this movement forward, okay? And somebody hung in suspicion, okay? And we got money, and then we got the tower here, okay? With something coming to, some type of major upheaval going to happen, okay? But there's a lot of secrets and things hidden pertaining to this situation, pertaining to, everything that is going on here, guys. Okay. Now, what I found interesting is this. What I found interesting, guys, is this emperor is also an earth sign, okay? This is the king of coins here, okay? He is somebody who is very, very wealthy, okay? Like I said, he is high up in power. He has a lot of connections. He has a whole lot of money. He comes from money. Um, this person is, my spirit guides tell me that the bride is a Taurus. Um, and the groom is a Capricorn, okay? But they are both earth signs. Okay, guys? So I found that quite interesting. It's not all that, and I just say that because it's not all that often that you see two of the same signs together. I mean, it's not like it's impossible. It do happen. Okay, from there, guys, things went a little left field, okay? I pulled my cards. I pulled some of my cards, guys, okay? And this threw me for a damn loop, okay? The first two cards, first of all, when I picked up my tarot cards to do a spell, somebody is doing spells. Somebody is doing spell work on this situation. Things slip out for a reason, guys. I don't even do any type of spells or anything. Um, that came out for a reason. Somebody is doing spells on this situation, on this bride, on this group, something. I'm gonna get to it in a minute, okay? I don't even do any spells, and for that to slip out like that, it was for a reason, okay? But I'm not surprised with the devil here, and with the groom being so wealthy. They definitely is someone high up in power, who have a lot of connections, who is sold out to these satanic powers that be. No doubt they're into the occult, black magic, voodoo, a lot of very sinister, wicked, demonic practices. Okay, I'm gonna get into that in a minute, guys. When I pulled my tarot cards, these card deck out, okay, to lay a spread is what I was getting ready to say, and spell came out. So somebody is definitely doing some spell work. Two of my cards came out, okay, y'all. The first card I got was transgender. The bride is transgender, guys, okay? And before anybody like get in an uproar, just wait and listen, okay? Because I could care less, okay? Not even saying it in a negative way, but I could care less that a person is transgender if that is your choice and how you want to be and how you want to live. That ain't even the shocking part of this story, okay? I'm just letting you know. When I picked up my tarot deck, these two fell out, okay? I got transgender. And then this green card, a lot of my green messages has to do with finances, money, resources. We have stability on here. And it's quite interesting because this is an earth sign, okay? A lot of times when you think of earth signs, you think of grounded, stable, secure type of things. You see grounded here, okay? Stability. So I'm then thinking, okay, did this transgender woman marry into wealth for some type of stability, but she is unhappy? Married for some type of security, or, finances, money, resources. These were the first two messages that came out, and they came out by accident, okay? I did not even pull them. They came out with the tarot deck as I was getting ready to, shuffle and see what came out, okay? So then I got these messages: heartache, heartbreak. This is how this transgender bride is feeling. Okay? No matter what the people say, I'm going to make it anyway. Okay? We have stuck, staying together. Okay? So this person is like, they're just trying, their heartache, they've gone through this heartache, they go through this constant heartbreak, but no matter what people say, no matter what they go through, they just try to survive, they just try to make it, but they're stuck. They're stuck in this situation that they're very unhappy in, okay? Somebody could have some kids. This transgender definitely don't have any children, but the groom could have children outside of this individual, okay? Because we have blended family here, okay? So when speaking of a blended family, usually it's somebody has children, okay? And then you decide to marry together, and two different families are coming together, okay? So the other messages that I got is no love. This says heartbreak. This says cheater, lonely, breakup, lost feelings, no love. This person feels like they have no love at all, okay? And I was picking up a lot of the energy of the bride, okay? The transgender bride, okay? We have unfulfilled and unsatisfied, okay? Then we have threesomes and orgy parties, okay? So it really started getting dark, and I'm like, wow, okay. So then we have dress up, cross dressing, okay? And considering the fact that, this could be for the transgender, but I got further information about that. The groom may be into dressing up and cross dressing, I feel, because this individual has been transgendered for a while, okay? But it could have came through just to more specify the fact that the bride is transgendered, okay? Which is also, I'm just getting to that in a minute. It says a very unhappy commitment, okay? So this person feel like they're stuck, okay? They're going through constant heartache and heartbreak. I feel like when it comes to these threesomes and these orgies, they're forced to do this, to partake in this, okay? And it's no wonder that they get high, okay? Just to cope. You understand what I'm saying? Just to, get through what they're dealing with, but they're in a very unhappy commitment, okay? And you gotta know that they're stuck, because you're like, well, why would these people get married if if she's unhappy and things? Well, I'm gonna tell you in a minute, okay, guys? And then we have invitation for a special occasion, okay? So remember when I told you in my vision, I seen those invitations going out, and I literally seen people getting on planes, or taking flights, like people flew in for this occasion, okay, guys? So let me get into the spirit reading, and then I'm going to close this out with the other messages that I got for this, okay? If you're not sitting down, I'm gonna need y'all to sit down, because this ain't even the half of it, guys. Like, the spirit reading like threw me for a loop, okay? Somebody like gasping, like, oh my god, a transgender bride. Like, okay, it's not that serious, okay? Like, It is what it is. It's nothing to be crazy about. How that situation ended up like that is more of a scandal than just somebody who is transgender and wants to be transgender and done so on their own and is happy with living like that. That's something totally different. And it is what it is, okay? And nobody can say or do anything about it. That's how that person wants to live, okay? But the situation in behind that is way more so for any. I'm just saying that for anybody that's like, oh my God, I can't believe that there was a this kind of that or that or whatever. Just listen, okay? So I have my spirit reading here, guys, okay? Um, So, like I said, both the groom and the bride, okay, they are both sellouts to the satanic powers that be, of course, okay? Just plain and simple. You're not going to have anybody that is, ultra wealthy, that, haven't taken an oath, not in a secret society, not shaking and moving amongst the rich, the famous, the very wealthy, the elites. And of course, they will be a part of the occult and these powers that be. I mean, it's just that simple. Whether you think it's right, wrong, or indifferent, it is what it is. Okay. Um, my spirit guides tell me that the bride currently does not have a job. However, um, she was used in to do certain type of work before, and I'm gonna get into that later. Okay. So, like I said, to start off this reading, my spirit guides tell me that the bride is transgender and white and or Caucasian, whichever way that you prefer to pronunciate one's race. Okay, so this bride is transgendered, meaning that this bride was born a boy. Okay, and transgendered to a female. Okay, this transgender bride is white, as I said. Okay, my spirit guides tell me that this bride is being set up to be sacrificed. Okay, which is probably why that this vision, these messages came to me. Okay, I'm led by spirit, guys. Okay, so like I didn't pull this, out of thin blue air. Okay, I have absolutely no reason to make this up, and who would want to make this up once I tell you what all I have here. Okay, um, but this bride is being set up to be sacrificed. Okay, about by the sinister people um, around her. Okay, um, my spirit guides tell me that this transgender bride is is marrying a wealthy man or have married a wealthy man. I believe at this point they have already married. Okay, um, the groom is someone who is very prominent in the industry, though. Okay, um, very very wealthy individual in the industry. Okay, my spirit guides tell me that the bride will be sacrificed at some point in time after the wedding. This is the reason why I believe that I asked my spirit guides, were they already married? Did the wedding just happen? My spirit guides did clarify that they have already gotten married. Okay, so I believe because of and like I told you, remember somebody walks in and caught the bride getting high. I think maybe somebody walked in, and maybe the bride wasn't all the way dressed and could have found out that the bride was in fact transgender as well. Okay, because I'm telling you, there was some major things within the family that kind of went down. Okay, but there was plots, plans, and schemes that was put together to sacrifice this transgender bride at some point in time. After that, this bride is actually aware of that. Okay, um my spirit guides tell me that the groom does know that the bride is strung out on drugs. I don't, well, at first I got that the groom did not know that the bride was strung out on drugs. Okay, however, my spirit guides told me that the groom has forced this transgender bride um, to use drugs and alcohol. Okay, so I believe the groom knows of alcohol use, drug use, but maybe not to the excess to that she was strung out on drugs and things. Okay, but perhaps he does. Okay, my spirit guides tell me that someone is going to well, I told you all that, okay? That was a part of the vision. Somebody walks in and caught the bride getting high while she was getting dressed, getting prepared, for the wedding day. Usually like the bride and groom are, separate. People are starting to gather at the wedding. They're getting ready, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. And I literally, the first image that I got in this vision was like this beautiful bride, okay, that was in this beautiful wedding dress. Like, it was a wedding. And I literally see, I'm talking about like thick lines of coke, okay? We're not talking about, just getting a little bump here and there. No, we're talking about huge freaking lines, okay? Like vacuum cleaner lines. Um, and somebody walked in and caught this. Okay, I do know who this person is. Okay, which I will tell you in a minute. Okay, my spirit guides tell me that this transgender bride, is being abused. Okay, my spirit guides tell me that this transgender bride is mentally, sexually, physically, emotionally abused, and possibly in so many other ways as well. Okay, and this is the reason why, we see things like unfulfilled, unsatisfied, no love. Okay, at this point, you should know that this transgender bride is in fact a sex slave. Okay, um, my spirit guides tell me that the bride is forced to participate in threesomes and orgies. Okay. My spirit guides tell me that this groom is a producer, but and he's like worth a lot of money. Okay, so he is like a high ranking producer that is worth a lot of money. He comes from money, so his parents are wealthy as well. He was born in wealth. Um, Okay. My spirit guides told me that the bride is estranged from her own family, okay, and have no doesn't have her own friends, okay. Um like that, okay. This my spirit guides tell me that the transgender bride, like I told you all, is a sex slave, okay. Also the groom is white as well. If y'all not sitting down, I'm gonna need y'all to sit down right now, okay? My spirit guides tell me that the transgender bride is a sex trafficking victim, okay? Um, the transgender bride, okay, who was born a boy, was sex trafficked. This individual was kidnapped from a park, okay? A park that he was at with his father at the time, from the information that I got. My spirit guides tell me that the transgender bride was sex trafficked when he was a kid at 9 years old. At that time, that 9 year old boy who was sex trafficked, okay, who is now this transgender bride, um, when this transgender bride was a kid, he was abducted as a little boy at 9 years old. He had blonde hair, he had green eyes, okay? From my understanding, he was the only child at that time and had no siblings. My spirit guides tell me that the bride, the transgender bride, who was only a 9 year old little boy when he was trafficked, okay? This happened in San Diego, California in 1991, okay? So again, a blonde hair, green eyed, 9 year old boy was kidnapped from San Diego, California in 1991 at a park that he was at with his father. I asked my spirit guides about this transgender bride's age at this point in time, okay? Because if he was abducted in 1991, I wanted to see how much older this transgender bride is now, okay? So my spirit guides, I begin to go through a sequence of numbers, okay? My spirit guides tell me that the bride is currently older than 18. My spirit guides tell me that the transgender bride is currently older than 20. My spirit guides tell me that the transgender bride is older than 25. My spirit guides tell me that the transgender bride is older than 30. My transgender, my spirit guide, excuse me, guys, tells me that the transgender bride is older than 35, and that is where I got a hit because my spirit guides told me that the transgender bride was not yet 40. Okay, so at that point, I knew that the transgender bride was between the ages of 35 and 40. I got a hit on 38. My spirit guides tell me that this transgender bride at this current day is 38 years old. She is an earth sign Taurus, naturally born a boy, kidnapped and human sex trafficked at 9 years old. To this current day, this transgender bride is one of approximately 100 pounds. Is an individual who is tall. This person still has blonde hair and still has green eyes. Okay? My spirit guides tell me that the transgender bride has been a sex slave for 29 years. Okay? My spirit guides tell me that a sex change was done on this transgender bride when she was 10 years old. Okay? So I told you that the little boy was abducted at 9 years old. At 10 years old, individuals high up in power forcibly had this young boy to have a sex change in order to change his identity. Okay? My spirit guides tell me that the groom is a billionaire. Okay? He is an earth sign Capricorn and he is a billionaire. My spirit guides tell me that the groom is the person who paid my spirit guides tell me that the groom is the person who paid to have the 9-year-old little boy sex trafficked. But my later my spirit guides told me that other individuals actually kidnapped and trafficked this 9-year-old little boy, and the groom actually bought the transgender bride sometime later. Okay, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Okay, my spirit guides tell me that this transgender bride has been forced to participate in threesomes, orgies, with celebrities, with elites, and other wealthy individuals. My spirit guides tell me that this transgender bride, mm, okay, I'm gonna leave that off. I'm gonna leave that off because anybody listening to this that would hear that would do something to this person immediately. I'm not gonna say that. Okay. Um. My spirit guides tell me that the groom was already wealthy at the ages between the ages of 20 and 30 years old. This is how I then was able to find out that the groom was actually born in wealth. His parents are very wealthy as well. Okay. And like I said, this groom was born in wealth because of the parents whom are rich. Okay, my spirit guides tell me that this groom is to this current day 51 years old. Okay, my spirit guides tell me that the groom was 20 years old when the transgender bride, then 9-year-old boy, was abducted. Okay, My spirit guides tell me that the 9-year-old boy was kidnapped by other people and the groom bought him from the traffickers, okay? Um, Sometime after that, okay? And then specifically, my spirit guides tell me that the groom was 21 years old when he bought the boy from the traffickers, okay? My spirit guides tell me that this transgender bride is under monarch programming. Also, my spirit guides tell me that the parents of the transgender bride are currently still alive. Um, I got some conflicting information as to whether the original parents of this person had any knowledge as to what happened to their son, now whom has been transgendered. Okay, so I'm gonna leave that off for now. Okay. My spirit guides do tell me that the abduction of the missing 9-year-old boy was on the news back in 1991 when this happened. Okay. Um, like I told you all already before, someone is trying to kill this transgender bride and she knows it. Um, she wants to, then this is the reason why that she wants to do something. She wants to get away because she knows that that they're planning to kill her, okay? But at the same time she feels stuck and feels restricted, okay? And you know, for those of you who are wondering, that's the information I got. I know what she wants to do, but I'm not going to say it. Okay. Um, my spirit guides tell me that the transgender bride and groom have already married. Okay. The billionaire groom is ill at this current time. Okay. This billionaire groom, my spirit guides tell me, is ill or sick. He has some kind of sexually transmitted disease. Okay. Right now. Um, and he could be having some other type of health complications as a result to that or other things as well. Okay, but my spirit guides specifically tell me that this billionaire groom is ill right now, is sick, and okay. And besides that, my spirit guides tell me that he is just ill and sick on another level just because of the demonic things that they are into as well. Okay, so that can be seen in more than one way. My spirit guides tell me that the groom's mother is the one who caught the bride getting high on the wedding day. Okay, so we're talking about very wealthy, stuck up, probably bougie, um, mother of the groom, um, walking in and catching the bride getting high as a kite, okay, and possibly not fully dressed and probably wasn't aware that the bride was transgendered as well, okay, is what I'm getting. And that is what caused a lot of conflict, okay, in the family. Okay, I believe that is the reason why we have the 10 of cups here, as well as the 10 of swords, two tens. Okay, something is gonna come to a something. You see this devil here? Okay. Something is going to come to an end. Okay, there is going to be a major tower that goes down, and see, this bride knows it. Okay, this bride knows that they are planning and plotting to kill her. Okay. I don't think the parents were aware before that day. Like, all hell broke loose, okay, on that day, okay? And that's the reason why, let me move this, guys. That's the reason why there's all this conflict and competition, this fighting, this fussing, this cussing, and everything that is going on here, okay? That is the reason why this betrayal and disloyalty and all this other stuff happened within the family, okay? um, you know, with this devil card here, both the bride and the groom, they're chained to the devil. They got these addictions and these habits and different things like that. Okay, just imagine a very wealthy elite um, mother. Okay, walking in on a soon to be daughter-in-law and catching this, okay? And that's the reason why, that was the reason for the judgments, okay? And the secret, about the secret information, okay? That came out, okay? So guys, my spirit guides tell me that the groom raised his transgender bride as his kid at first, okay? Um, and told everybody that this individual was adopted, okay? Um, which is probably was probably also quite appalling to others, maybe, nevertheless, my spirit guides told me that they were married. She was um this person has been stuck. This person has been a sex slave all their life, ever since they were kidnapped, okay? And everything has been forced upon this person, okay? So I don't this person didn't really have a choice as to whether she wanted to marry this person or not, okay? She's been his sex slave, and getting passed, pimped out and passed around and all kinds of things. For the longest, okay? My spirit guides do tell me that they are already married, okay? Um, also, my spirit guides tell me that this transgender bride, she doesn't currently work, my spirit guides tell me, but this transgender bride has done work in the industry before as an actress, okay? I told you, my spirit guides told me that the groom is some type of billionaire producer. Like, he is like a major deal, obviously, within the industry. But this transgender bride of his did some type of work in the industry as an actress. Okay. Um, and my spirit guides just tell me that this bride, okay, is very miserable, very unhappy, want a way out, um, and just have really suffered their entire life. Okay, they have completely. This person has completely suffered their entire life, guys. So you see why I found this very appalling, because when I had the vision and I seen this, I literally just seen like this woman in this beautiful wedding dress or something like that, and like snorting huge lines of coke, and my I laughed, and my immediate reaction was, whose bride is this? Because she is on it, honey. She partying like a rock star, and or whatever, and it just like went on from there. And so once I really got into it, I'm like, this is not funny. This is not funny. I'm thinking, I just got this vision about some random person, and this was going, I mean, these are random people. I don't know these people personally or anything. So, it's interesting when something comes to you and you can vividly see people that you don't necessarily know like that or whatever. But I'm just thinking, maybe I'm picking up on somebody who, um, you know, um, just had a wedding, or and this was going on, like maybe they were partying and kicking it at the reception or something like this, that, and the other, or whatever. And it just like took this huge turn, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And this is the reason why I had to ask my spirit guides. I'm like, what do you want me to do with this? Like, and so I had to make sure and get permission to even, release this. And so I asked my spirit guides, and I was told yes. So, I mean, like, here it is. This is like really crazy. And it makes me wonder how many others have gone missing, and they, they were forcibly given a sex change to change their identities, and in the lives of other people. Like, like it's just, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. So, the first message I have here is stability and security. One may look at this situation and think, oh my gosh, this person is with this billionaire. He has so much money. There's a lot of stability and there's a lot of security. But, how stable and secure are you when you are treated like a sex slave? I mean, when it's not even being, you're being treated like a sex slave because you are a sex slave. You're forcibly made to take part in threesomes and orgies all the time. You're miserable. You're unhappy. You're prone to addictions, and you're addicted to this, that, and the other just to cope, just to make it through. Demonic possession and all kinds of evil, wicked beings all around you and different things. Like, it's crazy. And this person is having sleepless nights, okay? And that's the reason why we have the Nine of Swords here, with this mental conflict, this anxiety, this being haunted and taunted, this not being able to sleep, this being stressed, this being depressed, this being, just, it's just crazy. They're having sleepless nights. They're being haunted. And she's probably having sleepless nights because she's, ever since, this wedding has happened, and, the mother came in and caught, like, all of this. She knows, this person knows that they are planning to sacrifice her, okay? Toxic family members. The groom's toxic family members, because remember I told you, this is also the reason why the transgender bride is estranged from her family. She was abducted as a 9-year-old little boy. They don't even seen her family, have any family, friends, or anything like that. This is not some regular marriage, in two families coming together, okay? This groom has some very toxic family members who are into the occult and these powers that be as well, because they're satanic sellouts, guys. Yeah, and there's a lot of family secrets, okay? There's a whole lot of sneaky, freaky, creepy, low down, dirty doings within this toxic family, okay? And the groom has a murderous mother, okay? I believe she has killed before, okay? She is a murderess, and she wants her son's transgender bride dead, okay? Dead, okay? And I could just almost imagine, could you imagine some multi-billionaire stuck up bougie mother of somebody, and here comes your bougie stuck up ultra rich mother-in-law coming in and like literally acting a whole ass. Like, it's gotta be crazy. Like, the situation is toxic and crazy anyway, but like, yeah. So, but look, because of them being chained to the devil, of course, there are addictions: sex addictions, toxicity, drugs, porn, gambling, alcohol. Okay, we have, and the groom's mother, she's like queen of voodoo. Okay, we got queen of voodoo, hoodoo, you do. Okay, we have a karmic lover and friends. Okay, so like these supposed friends that's around her, or that people that she know of, or is really more so friends of the grooms, okay, that knows the situation and things like that. These aren't really her friends, okay, and they're karmics, okay. Her husband is a karmic. Okay, this person is very miserable, very unhappy. And this is why I was really kind of scared to put this out, because I'm like, spirit, like, what should I do? Like, I'm not scared to say any of these things or whatever, because I'm here to heal and help as many people as I possibly can. But I'm like, I'm a target, okay? And I know people in power listen to me and watch me. Somebody is going to listen to this and know exactly who these people are, okay? And I don't want them to hurt or harm this person more than they already have. Like, this person's life has been a living hell. And that's what I was afraid of the most, even even saying anything about this because I don't want that person to get hurt, okay? And somebody listening is going to know exactly who this couple is. Those that's in the know is going to know exactly who this couple is that is very wealthy on the elite level in the industry, so on and so forth. Somebody is going to know who these people are, okay? And I just don't want somebody to retaliate against you know this person. It's not her fault that I was able to pick up this information and did a reading on it. So I really hope not, okay? But they're doing a lot of voodoo here, a lot of black magic, a lot of curses, hoodoo, hexes, spells, a lot of dark negative energy, okay, around these people. Illuminati trying to initiate you, okay? I feel like they're forcing her to partake in satanic rituals and all different types of things that's going on. But there's a lot of voodoo that is going on. And this person, she wants to get away. She wants to find a way out because she knows that these people, it's only a matter of time, these people are trying to kill her, okay? We have down to earth. This person is very down to earth because she is an earth sign, okay? And I I really don't even know what to say. And it kind of irritated me to keep saying, "Oh, the transgender bride, the transgender this, that, and the other" throughout the reading, and I wouldn't have done so if this was a person who was transgender on their own, happy with being transgendered. But this was forced upon this person, so I can't even say that this was not this person's choice. I cannot even say that this person is happy in the body that they're in, okay? Um, which is really confusing on whether to call somebody a she or not. But at this person has uh, been transformed to a woman. So I mean, I'm just gonna say her just to be on the respect side. But I had to say, mention transgender, and I had to mention the things about how this person, what happened in this person's life and how this person ended up there, and what transpired and what went on for you all to understand. But it really makes me feel some type of way because it's not like I'm talking about a transgendered who made this decision themselves, you understand, and is happy with living like this and wants to live this life and things like that or whatever. So it really kind of bothers me. It pisses me off because this person has just been through so much, okay? At the end of the day, whether man or woman, this person has endured a lot, and that is ultimately what is the point, okay? It's just ugh. Okay, so we have heartache and loss here over what they no longer have. You, okay? Somebody's mad you rejected them. Okay, so I feel like maybe that this bride rejected someone, maybe in one of the threesome orgy parties, or that they were passed around or pimped out to, or what have you. Okay, and there's also some type of hostility towards this person because of that as well. This person has a lot of people ganging up against them and working against them, and this person knows it. Okay, the bride knows it. Okay, there's also a lot of envy around this person. People are jealous of this person. It could be other naturally born women, as well as maybe other transgenders and things like that, just because of the maybe just people thinking, oh, this person got it good because they're married to some billionaire, and have absolutely no idea as to what this person has endured in the first place, and they're not even happy. Okay, so somebody's mama is a hating ass bitch. Okay, I feel like that is the groom's mother. I'm telling you, she is a piece of work. Okay, she is definitely a piece of work. I feel it, I know it. We have third party situation here. Okay, so just like with the three of cups here, okay, there's a lot. The groom, is into having multiple partners, okay? Have always have been, okay? Which is the reason why he's probably ill right now, okay? And he has forced this upon, his bride, his wife at this point in time as well, okay? So these third party situations, they're getting high, they're getting drunk, a lot of screwing, sucking, and bucking, and all kinds of things is going on, okay? And this goes on the regular, okay? We have underground pizza here, okay? So that comes out just because it's a simple fact that this transgender bride was abducted when he was 9 years old, okay? um, and for a period of time he was kept underground. He was pimped out, he was passed around to individuals, and into somebody very wealthy decided to just buy him for his own, for their own type of thing. Okay, we have lies and deceptions here. There's a lot of lies and deceptions that's going on within the situation, within the relationship, okay, possibly against this bride and different things. A lot of people are plotting, planning, working against this individual, and I feel like this hating bitch of a mother-in-law, which is the mother of the groom, has a lot to do with this, okay, and wants to blood sacrifice her. And the crazy thing about it, it's such hostility. It's like not even a secret. This bride knows it, okay? Like this stuff came out so much. I had to make sure that this person was alive because, like I said, um, other ways I get visions and things like that comes for people who have deceased. So I'm like, if there's somebody who has recently passed and trying to cross over, trying to make it to the light, wants their information and their story out, um, as to what happened to them or something like that or whatever. But I mean, when I seen the two tens, the 10 of cups and the 10 of swords, I'm like, oh man, like this is some major betrayal here. And then we got judgment with the high priestess here, okay? Some judgments being made because of some type of secret information or secret knowledge to some things. I'm like, this is crazy. Um, but this transgender bride was forced to partake in prostitution rings, okay? So she's always been, pimped out and passed around and forcibly made to partake in one thing or another, against her will, whether she wanted to or not. She just really didn't have a choice, okay? And then we have work, work, work here, okay? Because, and that came out with prostitution rings, so you get it, okay? This person has just been used and abused like all of their life, okay? Even some human experimentation going on, okay? With the monarch programming, the mind control programming, probably some beta sex kitten programming, and other things, okay? There's going to be a setup or something about this situation is going to go horribly freaking wrong, okay? Because some things is going to come ahead, okay? And individuals is going to end up dying, okay? Um, and I know what the bride wants to do. I also am aware of the other individuals that's working against this bride, and what they want to do. Some major things is going to go down, but somebody is going to end up dead, okay? The whole family is in on it. Okay, the groom's entire family are satanic, are sold out to these satanic powers that be. They are all in on this. Okay, this whole setup, but it's something about this setup that's going to go wrong. Okay, there is something that is being hidden, also pertaining to this situation. I mean, there's a lot that's being hidden. Okay, from this person being a sex trafficking victim to forcibly having to transform, and I mean, there's a lot of things, okay? A lot of hidden things pertaining to the situation, okay? But there's also a lot of conflicts and battles. Remember, we had what was that, the 5 of swords, the 5 of wands, okay? Conflicts, competition, battles, okay? I'm telling you, And I mean, it's coming from several different individuals, but I'm telling you, this old voodoo queen of the groom's mother is definitely a force to be to deal with. Okay. There's some type of cover up that is going to go on um behind what happened or what is going to happen. Okay. There's some type of cover up going on. Okay. There's some type of cover up that is going to happen, that is going to go on when this setup go down, but something about the setup is going to go wrong, and there's going to be a cover up. This may be something that makes the news, okay, or something, but spirit is saying that them folks ain't right. Okay. We have human trafficking here. I told you this victim was a human trafficking victim. Okay. We have betrayal for the love of money here. Okay. Burdens caused by others. This individual, this victim here, has endured so many burdens caused by nothing but a bunch of individuals that wanted to use and abuse them. Okay. We have transformation here. Okay, so we already know that the victim was um, transformed, not only to change um, his original identity, but for the sexual gratification of others as well. Okay, these devil worshippers, they're devil worshippers. Okay, I'm telling you, they're in cults, they're in satanic cults. They are a part of this beast system. You know, they worship the devil. Okay, they worship Lucifer as their god. And they do a lot of evil, wicked, sinister, demonic things to the likes of which that nobody has ever even seen before. Most people probably couldn't even fathom or imagine what really goes down. Okay, but there's definitely some betrayal that's happening here. Okay, we've got backstabbers, hate, envy, jealousy that is going on, that is happening at this time. Okay, we have again human sex trafficking. Okay, um, they could be forcibly making this individual who was human sex trafficked themselves to partake in sex trafficking of other young people. Okay, they were treated like an organ. Excuse me. This transgender bride was treated like an orphan their entire life. Okay, we have domestic terrorism here, so they're probably, this person is being terroristically threatened. I told you this person already gets abused physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, sexually, all the time. We have CIA, FBI, governments. Okay, so I believe this came out because the CIA and the FBI knows about this situation and plenty other situations just like this, and they cover it up for the powers that be. Very sad. Very sad. Okay. It says these clowns way too cocky. These satanic, these people, these elite satanic powers that be, those within those circles, spirit is saying those clowns is way too cocky. Okay, but somebody is going to snap. Somebody is going to snap, and somebody's going to get hurt. Somebody's going to get killed, and I believe that's the setup that's going to go wrong. I believe I actually the one thing that I left off from telling you all, somebody's going to snap. Something is going to happen, and the setup is going to go all wrong. Okay, and I feel like it's going to be so massive that it could very well possibly make mainstream media news. Okay, because these are very wealthy individuals. Okay, so when one or more of these people die, it's going to be publicized. Okay, is what I'm hearing. Okay, we have controlling narc here. Okay, yeah, somebody's either going to snap on this controlling narc and end up killing them, or this controlling narcissist is going to snap and hurt someone um, as well. Okay, but we have heartbroken here. This transgender bride or victim is heartbroken. Okay, soulless beings here. Okay, these individuals are soulless beings. Okay, they are absent of a heart, sympathy, empathy, remorse, regrets, anything like that. Just complete soulless beings. Okay, but they have targeted this transgender bride. They have targeted this transgender woman, okay, whom is a victim and have been a victim since they were a child. And you are targeting them, you're hunting them, you're taunting them, you're harassing them. The nerve of you after everything that has been done to them, okay? But of course, they have to cover their own ass. But, intimidation tactics here. They're targeting this person. They're using intimidation tactics, you know, to forcibly make this person stay quiet or something. And this person is in a sunken place, okay? Somebody's in a sunken place, okay? We have illness here. I told you the groom, my spirit guides tell me that the groom is ill at this current time. Okay, and this could be a lot of the chaos that's going on here as well, okay? Because if something happened and this groom dies, it makes me wonder what is going to happen with the transgender bride, okay? And there will definitely be conflicts, battles, competition, um, some major things lobs will go down about this billionaire's money and property and estates and everything, okay? But my spirit guides tell me that he's already ill, okay? We have these sellouts all around you, okay? So they're I feel like this is the bride that is coming through and letting me know that they're surrounded by these snakes, by these wolves, by these, these old men in black shape-shifting type of beings, and they're all around her. That's why she feels stuck, okay? And she wants this way out, and she's just unhappy and tired and miserable and everything, okay? But these snakes, these wolves, they're the neighbors, okay? People that her husband even works with. They're his family, okay? They're other people, other lovers that they've had in these threesomes and these orgies, okay? His friends, okay? Other partners, complete strangers that's around them that this person is not even familiar with, but they are all around her, okay? And they're definitely partaking in some legal harassment, these intimidation tactics. They're doing a lot of things, okay? But Spirit says the rabbit hole goes deep. Y'all have absolutely no idea just how deep that rabbit hole is. Satanic cults here, okay? I'm telling you, they have some very dark practices, okay? And we have family secrets. Shh. Okay? This is like the second time that this has come up. So I feel like I would not be surprised if the groom himself, just being born in wealth, probably went through satanic ritual abuse himself. I can almost guarantee it, okay? So he was groomed and he was handled and he was fondled with and he was passed around. And this is the reason why we got so much toxicity, okay? It's also the very reason why he lives the lifestyle that he does. He, and partakes in a lot of things that he does. He gets it from his own parents, okay? Who was wealthy and a part of these satanic powers that be well before he was even born. Okay? We have hate here, okay? So there's definitely a lot of hate amongst this family, amongst, so many. It's just a lot of dark energy around pertaining to this situation, okay? We have government genocide here, okay? Not really sure why that came out. I feel like it was more so a message from, the transgender bride, the victim here, that there is government genocide going on, okay, which a lot more people need to wake up and realize that, these powers that be, They've got major things in place to kill off millions of people on a daily basis, okay? We have bad romance here, toxic, okay? There's definitely this bad romance amongst this couple, okay? We have death here. Somebody's going to die. I'm telling you. Somebody is going to die in this situation, surrounding this situation. I really more so feel in this situation, okay, guys? But there's going to be a death, and I'm telling you, this person is so wealthy, and I feel a very prominent figure of the industry. It's going to make mainstream media news, okay? But it's probably going to, I can almost guarantee you, they're going to put out lies as to what really happened. Um, and that's the reason why I got the cover up. There's going to be a cover up pertaining to this whole situation, okay? Um, but there's definitely going to be a death. Why? Crime of passion. Crime of passion is going to happen, okay? I told you somebody's had enough. Somebody's going to snap. There's going to be a crime of passion. Somebody is going to end up dead in this situation, okay? And I'll say it again, the victim has had enough. And that's all I'm going to say about that. We have childhood trauma and drama here. Okay. So I feel like not only the victim, which is the transgender bride, of course, went through childhood trauma. Well, I mean, like, you wouldn't you if you were abducted when you were 9 and a sex slave for, the last 29 years, 28, 29 years? Yeah. But even this groom has had childhood trauma and drama, because I can guarantee you he was sodomized. He was raped. He was fondled. He was passed around amongst very wealthy, prominent people, because of his parents in power and different things, which completely screwed up his mind and got him in some very sick, sinister things. Okay. Yeah. We have alcoholism here. Okay, so we already know that there's a lot of different addictions that's going on amongst, this couple. Okay, from drug use to alcoholism, and I mean, look, I don't even blame my victim for getting high. I mean, in that situation, the hell else are you gonna do? Okay. Like, and I'm not promoting that, but in this circumstance, the hell are you gonna do? How else are you going to cope? You've been a sex slave all your life. You know nothing but being used and abused. Okay? Your body was mutilated against your will. And you've been pimped out and passed around. You've been physically, mentally, emotionally tortured and abused. And, you being stalked, you're being watched, you're being harassed, you're being threatened, the intimidation tactics are going on. There's this bad romance with this sick predator that has been preying on this person since they were a kid. Yeah, you get high too. You get high too. You get drunk too. Okay, and considering the amount of money that they have, okay, is uncut, fresh off the brick. You can believe that. We have the satanic powers that be. Okay, so of course the satanic powers that be are involved in this situation. Something major is about to go down, guys. Okay, something big is about to go down. Okay, and it is going to hit mainstream media news. And when this happened and this person name is said as to who passed away so suddenly, um it's not going to shock the world. Okay, this is a very wealthy person. This is a very prominent person in the industry, okay, that has I'm almost can guarantee has created a lot of had a lot of different projects and works and different things or whatever, but this is major. This is major, but there's going to be a cover up. These satanic powers that be is going to so cover this up, okay? We have family crime mob, okay? So the groom's whole entire family, okay, is nothing but a crime mob full of individuals, okay, that is with the shits. Okay, we have black magic here. We had voodoo come up. I told you they're into black magic voodoo practices, okay? Very dark, sinister individuals, okay? But plots, plans, and schemes are going on, okay? Something is about to go down, okay? Somebody is under demonic possession because it says demonic possession taking over those around you, okay? These demons are getting the best of somebody, and something is going to snap. Something is going to happen. But there's nothing but drama going on right now behind the scenes. Nothing but drama. Okay? There's hidden enemies pertaining to this situation as well, who's got a hand in on what is happening, what is going on. In the transgender bride, this victim, okay, they've been wishing for a second chance in life like all their life, okay? And this victim is tired. This victim is fed up, and something about to go down. No ifs, ands, buts about it, and that's all I'm going to say about that, okay? Hopefully, somebody can read between the lines. But my victim is concluding this reading by saying, as long as I know how to love, I know I'll stay alive. Okay, guys. Well, that concludes this reading, okay? That concludes this vision mystery. Okay, guys. I do thank each and every one of you for listening and for watching. If you would please like, share, and subscribe, it would be greatly, greatly appreciated. If there is anybody who would like to contact me, you can do so at tiffanyziegler60@gmail.com. If there is anybody who would like to donate to the channel, it is also greatly appreciated. I thank you with every fiber of my being. You can do so through Cash App at $TiffDiamond36. Okay. And as I always tell you all, y'all take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but most of all, take care of your babies. Y'all watch your surroundings. Watch the company you keep, and make sure you keep you some protection, okay? Because if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, baby. Okay? Y'all stay awake, stay aware, stay vigilant, and stay prepared, okay? Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste.